Hi everyone and welcome back to Rainbow Budgets and Plans. My name is Natalie and on this channel we talk all things personal finance, cash, budgeting, planning, organisation whilst we as a family of 5 in the northeast of England pay off £55,000 worth of debt. So if you're not already subscribed to the channel, please hit that subscribe button if you would like to follow us along on that journey. Today is the first budget with me that I have done in a long time. I finally feel in a position where we could start sharing this information again, and yeah, October marks the start of our full force attack debt payoff journey. So I'm excited. Do you know when you just get that feeling when you're starting something new and you've refreshed what you're doing, and it's just, yeah, it's exciting. So yeah, let's get into it. So I have my planner here. This is the personal budget planner. It will be available on my Etsy shop in dribs and drabs whilst I have, as and when, sorry, I have the stock available. Those of you that have pre-ordered the planner, you should receive them, I'm hoping by the end of October, beginning of November. So not too long to wait now. I do apologise, but it'll be so worth it when you do receive them. So let's have a look at the month of October. Here we have first month of my new planner, and we are going to go straight into the monthly spread, which I don't use this page much, I must admit. I will probably fill in like the goals and the to-do list and things throughout the month. I know some people use their monthly spread to kind of track their spending and things like that, but I use the transaction log every month to do that. So I've just kind of noted on here some main things that are happening in this month. So our eldest goes to Scouts every Wednesday apart from in the school holidays. Our October budget is actually starting on the 3rd of October and finishes on the 30th of October, so the budget actually starts tomorrow. So yeah, exciting. I have some beauty appointments coming up, and that's all to do with the wedding. Some of them I've cash flowed in this budget, some of them will come out of our wedding sinking fund. So I've got my hair appointment. My last full head of highlights before the wedding is on Saturday. Then I have my nails. I've never had my brows done before in my life ever, so I'm scared and nervous but excited to actually maybe look a bit more feminine. I'm getting that done on Wednesday the 8th. My partner's getting his hair done, and he's having like one of those hot towel shave things on the Thursday. Then we get married on Saturday the 11th of October. It's just been a long time coming. We've been engaged now for just nearly 6 years. We've been engaged. The date of our wedding is actually to the day 11 years since we got together. We got together on the 11th of October. That's why we booked the wedding for that date. So yeah, exciting. So that's why the quote of the month is love, laughter and happily ever after. And then yeah, back to normality after that. We're not having a honeymoon. It's just difficult with the kids, plus we don't have passports. It was just an additional expense that we don't really need right now, so we've decided not to have a honeymoon. What we will probably do is in a few years we'll probably have a big like family moon kind of thing. My partner, he really wants to do a cruise. I'm trying to convince him to do a Disney cruise, so yeah, fingers crossed. And then the kids finish. My Etsy shop will be reopening on Friday the 17th of October. I've been closed for a few weeks now. I'm feeling better for it. I've kind of got a little bit of my creative spark back. I've managed to spend some time restocking things. I've been doing advent calendars, so I have been busy in the background doing stuff. I've just not been open for orders, but I will be reopening on the 17th of October. The kids finish school on Friday the 24th of October, ready for October half term. We've got daylight savings on the 26th, and I actually am due to return to my part-time job on the 26th of October. I just don't have my rota yet. Our budget obviously finishes there, and then we've got Halloween as well. So that's a kind of overview of our month. I kind of just use this monthly overview to kind of pinpoint where the spending is going to be. So yeah, but like I said, I will probably just fill in the to-do list and stuff as and when we go through the month. So that is our October monthly spread. So let's have a look at what we plan on spending in October. So let's flip over to here. So like I said, our October budget is going to go from the 3rd of October up until the 30th of October. Shall I zoom you in a little bit so we can see this together? Okay, so earned income, we are budgeting for £4,200 of earned income this month. So that's a combination of my partner's wages, business income. I'm also receiving, my earned income this month is actually a little higher because I'm actually receiving some holiday pay from my paid employment, which I factored into this budget. And I also had 2 weeks left of statutory maternity pay as well. So it's a little bit higher than it will be going forward from November. Other income is £650, so that is a combination of a child benefit that we receive for our 3 children and also the disability living allowance that we receive for our eldest child. And then savings use, we are anticipating to use £100 from our car maintenance sinking fund this month because our main family car is due its MOT in October, which I forgot to write on the calendar, which I will do. I just can't remember the date of it. So the total income that we are anticipating to receive during October is £4,950, that is a good month for us. And like I said, that's been due to the extra holiday pay and the maternity pay that I've got this month from my employer. So then we look at our fixed expenses. So I'm going to have to move these. Now I've zoomed in. I'm hoping I can get them all in. Okay, so we have our bank fee, 22, our gas and electric, 165, 2 car taxes at 17.50 each, TV licence, council tax, mortgage, the 2 car insurances, Netflix, Blink, which is our home security, water, phone bill, internet, all of our debts here, Amazon Kids, PlayStation, Paramount Plus, our service charge for our property, Twinkle and EE. So all of that then comes to £2,571. So that from the 4,950 that we started with, that leaves us with £2,379. So we then move up to our variable expenses. So starting with groceries, we budget £120 per week for our food shopping. It's a bit of a tricky month this month because obviously Big Pickle's gone back to school now, so he's not having lunches at home. So yeah, we might have to adapt our food shopping bill and things like that. So we'll just leave it as the 120 for now. If it can go down, it can go down. If it needs to go up, it'll go up. But it's just kind of one of those ones that we kind of adapt as and when we need it to. Household, so that's any toiletries, cleaning products, baby things like nappies and wipes and stuff. We budget as £25 per week, so that's £100 because our budget is 4 weeks long this month. Travel, so it's £180. £100 of that is obviously to cover the cost of the MOT, and then £20 a week for fuel, so that's why it's £180 this month. Obviously it would normally be lower. Entertainment, so I have budgeted £40 each for myself and my partner, so £10 a week, and then also £10 a week for the kids, so that's £120, and that's just for anything that we might want throughout the month. Miscellaneous, I just set aside £5 a week just in case we go over budget in any area, or if there's something that we haven't thought of that we need to pay for. Vape is £50 a month. Beauty, so this is to cover my hair appointment and my nails appointment. So my brows are already paid for, and the barber's already paid for, and like I said, I'm going to cash flow the hair and the nails out of this budget, so I've set that as 110 for this month. Again, that won't be happening going forward. I think I'm going to stop getting like my nails and things done. I think after the wedding's over, I'm just going to get them taken off, which I'm a little bit sad about, but needs must. And then school and nursery, so I've set aside £375 for this. Again, this is a guesstimate because he's only just started school. I don't know how much his school lunches are, so I think I've set aside £100 for the month for his school lunches. Then there's £100 for Little Pickle's breakfast club and after school club, and then the other 175 is to pay the nursery fees for Baby Pickle. So we actually use the government tax-free childcare, so we pay the £175 into an account and the government top it up by 20%, and then we pay the childcare provider. So I've set aside £375 to pay for all of those things. So the total of that comes to £1,435, which leaves us with £1,136. We then look at our annual sinking funds. So I've gone a bit extra with Christmas because I kind of want Christmas finished now. for this year, because I would quite like to be a bit more organised this year and start shopping a little bit early. So I've set aside £150, which is more than we normally would, to go towards Christmas. However, I have reduced the birthdays, so normally it would be £15 for the kids and £10 for us, because I'm ahead with the birthday sinking funds, so that's why they're a little bit lower. We've then also got home insurance at £20 for the month, school costs at £50, and Amazon Prime at £10. So the school one is to kind of cover mainly uniform, but it'll also cover anything extra that the school needs, like how often do I get a letter saying, oh, we need £1 for sponsorship for this, or we're going on a trip for this, and X, Y and Z. It's just, there's always something to do with the school, so that's why I have like a school sinking fund that we can kind of dip in and out to as we need to. So the total of our annual sinking funds comes to £270. I just want to also point out I'm still poorly, so if I sound awful, I do apologise. I'm hoping and praying that in a couple of days it will be cleared up and gone. So the total of that comes to £270, which leaves us with £866, which is a big amount of money left over still. So we then flip over to the next page and we look at our variable savings. So these are the most important ones for us at the moment. So clothing, our clothing sinking funds are a little bit low than I would like them to be. And we're also getting into winter, so the kids might need some additional winter clothes. I do always try my best to buy things on Vinted and things like that, but we just don't have the money in the sinking fund at the moment to kind of like back us up. So I've put basically £20 per person for this month, so £40 for myself and my husband, and £60 for the kids, so £20 for each of them. So we've got £100 going into clothes basically. Medical, we put in £40 in. Car maintenance 20, bulk shop 20. So bulk shop for us is we basically bulk shop our laundry products. We just find it cheaper to do it that way. If there's anything else that you guys bulk shop, like bulk buy, please let me know in the comments, because I'll have a look to see if it work out cheaper for us as well. So please let me know if you bulk buy anything else. But we currently, it's just laundry stuff. So it's the pods, fabric softener, the Dettol sanitizer that we put in the washing machine, things like that. But yeah, if there's anything else that you bulk buy, please let me know. And then also £20 for home maintenance is going to go in that sinking fund this month as well. So the total of that comes to £200, and that leaves us with a very interesting number, 666. I keep looking at it and going, oh, what a weird number. So we have decided to put £665 as our first ever extra debt overpayment on this incredible journey to paying off our huge amount of debt. So the Virgin credit card, which is our number one priority debt, is going to get an extra payment of £665 this month on top of the minimum payment that we'll already be paying. So that credit card will get £765 this month. Obviously then the interest will then be added back onto it, but it's a big chunk, and that's been helped by the additional holiday pay this month, which is fantastic. So great first start, I think. So £665 then leaves us with a lowly £1, which we're just going to digitally roll over. So we're not planning on putting anything in long-term savings this month. We're just going to roll over that £1 and keep it in our bank as a bank buffer. So that is our budget. That is our plan for October. I feel like I've gone through that very, very quickly. But yeah, that is our plan. I'm just going to zoom you back out so you can see. But if you do have any questions on that, then please leave them in the comment section below, and I'll try and answer them as soon as I can. But yeah, the budget plan is done. The only thing we now need to do is set up our cash for the month. So what I do now is I then work out how much cash I need to get out. So I've already pre-done this, and I'm going to show you how I work it out in a second. But like our groceries is cash, household is, travel, only £80 of that is cash. The other 100 I'll leave in the bank. Entertainment, myself and the kids have ours as cash, but my partner doesn't. He has his digitally. Miscellaneous is cash, vape is digital, beauty is cash, and the school and nursery is digital. Then all of the sinking funds are all cash. So I've worked it out and I need £1,340. So I will grab that now. Okay, so I have my cash. I have £1,340. I don't know if I have the right denomination, so we're just going to have to kind of wing this. But what I now need to do is split this into the 4 weeks that we need this money for. So I'll show you how I kind of do that. It's a bit messy. I don't know if this is the right method or the quickest method of doing it. This is just the way that I do it, and I thought it'd be handy to show you guys in case you are new to budgeting. But I have a binder that at the moment is empty, and it just has like weeks 1 to 5 in there. Obviously October for us is only a 4-week month, so we'll only be filling up the first 4 envelopes, and then every week I just come in here and grab the money that we need for that particular week. So let's start with groceries. So we're doing 4 weeks worth. So groceries gets 120 every week, so 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 120, 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20. And then we go on to household, and household gets 25 a week. So 20, 20, 20, 20. 5, 5, 5, 5, and then we also do petrol for the car, which is 20 a week, but I do this in 2 10s, so 10, 20, 10, 20, 10, 20, 10, 20. We then move on to entertainment, so the kids get £10 a week, 1, 2, 3, 4. I get £10 a week, 1, 2, 3, 4. We then have miscellaneous, which is £5 a week, 5, 5, 5, 5. And we then also have, so that is everything, isn't it, for each week? Groceries, household, travel, entertainment, miscellaneous. Yeah, so that's everything for every week, but we do our big monthly stuff in week 1. So I'm just going to leave the week 1 money there. So that's week 2. Week 3. And week 4. I'm just going to pop up there, and then this is week 1. So in addition to the weekly spending in week 1, we also cashed off our monthly things. So in addition to that, we have beauty, which is getting 110, so 20, 40, 60, 80, 110. We also have Christmas, which is getting 150, 20, 40, 60, 80, 1. Yeah, 20, 40, 60, 81. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. We have Big Pickle's birthday at 10, Little Pickle's birthday at 10, Baby Pickle's birthday at 10, my husband's birthday at 5, mine at 5, home insurance gets 20, the school sinking fund is getting 50, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And Amazon Prime is getting 10. Yeah, I've got too many 5s. Oh, I did. Clothing is getting 40 for us, so 10, 20, 30, 40. For the kids, it's getting 60, so 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Medical is getting 40, 10, 20, 30, 40. Car maintenance is getting 20, so 5, 10, 15, 20. Bulk shop is getting 20, 5, 10, 15, 20. And home maintenance is getting 20, so 5, 10, 15, 20. So that is all week 1. So this is everything that we've cashed off in week 1, and then I've got week 2, 3 and 4 up here. It's probably the long way around of doing everything, but I just find it easier to do it that way, to split up my money. I know some people then choose to do their sinking funds weekly as well, but I just find it easy for me. Just do what works for you. So I then put this money into each envelope so that it is ready to cash stuff. So week 1 gets the big chunk. Week 2. Week 3. And week 4. So there we have it. We are now all set up, ready for the month of October to begin. Our budget is written, our money is divided into the weekly spending categories, and yeah, we're all good to go. So thank you so much for tuning into today's video. If you do have any questions, like I said, just drop them in the comment section below. My email address is also in the description box, and you can also reach out to me on Instagram as well, which is also detailed below if you want to take a look. And I will see you again in my next video, which will probably be the cash stuffing for week 1 of October. So thank you so much, and I will see you again very, very soon. Bye guys.